Odile is moving up Baja California this morning. The tropical storm was downgraded from a hurricane overnight, but it still threatens to bring flash flooding to the southwest. Meanwhile, thousands of tourists are stranded in Mexico. As Ben Tracy reports, a resort area popular with Americans took a direct hit.
Much of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico looked like a disaster zone on Monday, hours after Hurricane Odile made landfall. It was a Category 3 storm. Many who had taken shelter for the night found piles of debris where their homes once stood. They gathered their remaining possessions and were worried about looting. This woman said when we arrived, everything was destroyed. Now we just have to start to clean up everything that's left. Oceanfront resorts, once packed with tourists, now sit abandoned. Their facades ripped away and their lobbies swamped with water. The region's airport, seen here just hours after the storm hit, is still closed, further stranding the visitors who had been moved to temporary shelters the night before. On Sunday, videos of the storm rolling in hit social media. With winds of up to 125 miles per hour, Odile blew out windows, toppled trees, and destroyed power lines, leaving almost 250,000 people in the dark. But despite the devastation, officials say no serious injuries or deaths were reported.
Following the latest on the devastation around the Cabo corridor from Hurricane Odile, new pictures and video coming in just showing the widespread damage throughout Cabo from San Jose del Cabo to Cabo San Lucas. And now the airlift continuing to get tens of thousands of U.S. tourists out of the hurricane-ravaged area and try to get them home, including many back here to the Bay Area. KRON 4's Mike Pelton live at SFO with more. Mike?
Well, Mark, just within the past hour, we learned from a Bay Area woman who had 4 daughters stranded in Cabo that they did make it home safely at about midnight via a connecting flight out of Los Angeles. So we're starting to slowly see some Bay Area residents trickle back home from what hardly is that postcard vacation you think about when you go to Cabo San Lucas. Now, officials estimate that there are around 30,000 tourists in that area. Hurricane Odile forced many to cram into temporary shelters to weather the storm in recent days. The hurricane left behind just tons of damage. Now, finally, finally making it home, though, is a challenge for many tourists who visited that region. The Mexican government began loading passengers onto military and commercial planes, and we've seen long lines to get on those planes. Now, those planes are then taking the passengers to Tijuana, Mazatlan, Guadalajara, and Mexico City so they can board flights back home from those locations.